As dawn should have broken, Salhuta awoke instead to terror. A cold certainty gripped his heart. Something was terribly wrong. He rushed to his father's cabin, but the king's bed was empty. "Father!" he cried. "Where are you?" Only silence answered. The ship, once alive with voices and laughter, had fallen deathly still. The air was thick with damp sea mist and the sickening smell of burnt flesh. As Salhuta hurried through the narrow corridors, ghostly cries and distant screams echoed all around him. "Father! Bruandi! Captain Shalola! Where are you?" No reply. Reaching the deck, he froze. The ship was abandoned. Ahead, hidden beneath a blanket of sea fret, lay a lonely island. Lanterns flickered along an old wooden dock, their pale light beckoning him into the darkness. Fear screamed at him to stay aboard, but love for his father drove him forward. Lantern in hand, Salhuta stepped onto the island. The ground quickly became slippery beneath his feet. Thick mud clung to his boots as strange lights flickered ahead, glowing like enormous skulls staring through the mist. Then he fell. Trying to pull himself free, he looked down in horror. It wasn't mud, it was blood. A sea of blood, mixed with bones and torn bodies. "What is this place?" he whispered. Then, through the screams, he heard the voice he feared he'd never hear again. "Salhuta! Run! Save yourself!" Before he could answer, someone seized him from behind. It was Shalola. She covered his mouth and spoke directly into his mind. "Not a sound. Think your words." She revealed the nightmare. While gathering supplies, the crew had been ambushed. Shadowy figures had dragged them away to the skull-shaped rocks ahead. "It's Bart Mews' Hollow Island," she told him. "A place where ships vanish, where cannibals feast on the living." For a moment, terror overwhelmed him. Then courage answered. "How do we save them?" A faint smile crossed Shalola's face. "My gift." Closing her eyes, she reached out with her mind, searching for every enemy hidden within the darkness. One by one, the cannibals fell asleep. "Go," she whispered. "Quickly, I can't hold them forever." Strength unlike anything Salhuta had ever known surged through him. He raced into the heart of the nightmare, freeing his father, the crew, and every soul he could reach. But not everyone could be saved. Some had already fallen victim to unimaginable cruelty, and for those beyond saving, Bruandi granted a final mercy. As the survivors escaped through the crimson swamp, dreadful screams erupted behind them. Shalola had stayed behind. Only when the crew reached the safety of their ship did she finally emerge from the mist, carrying the severed heads of the cannibal chiefs. She mounted them upon the lantern posts. "You will never harm another soul again." The anchor was raised, and the ship sailed away from the island of death. Only when the sea washed the blood from their wake did they count the survivors. 5 were missing. The king, weak but standing once more, bowed his head. "Let us pray for those we could not bring home." And together, beneath silent skies, the crew vowed that no soul aboard their ship would ever set foot on Bart Mews' Hollow Island again.